It was December 4th, 2011. I got up and came to work at Morris Hospital. I've been here for over 20 years. I was a church nurse on Chief South, and it was a great day. It would be Santa Day, so Morris Hospital had Santa come, and the kids get to take their picture with them, and of course, say what they want for Christmas. And so we were going to get the kids together and bring them back after I got off work. My husband, when I got home, he said, I don't think he'll get out of his room, which was kind of unusual for him. But I went to his room, and I found him laying on the floor and realized that he was dead. So I did call 911, and the dispatcher asked me to perform CPR, and he just said that it was too late. He was too far gone. And then the ambulance and police came to investigate what had happened to Caleb. So after that, we found out through an autopsy that he died of a sudden cardiac death, which would have been from an arrhythmia because his heart structure was fine. Rhythm of air use is important because it catches abnormalities of the heartbeat that normally isn't identified on physical exam. It's free EKG screening, and I feel like it's very important. Caleb passed away when he was a freshman, and we do screen the kids that are in high school for freshman to senior, so potentially he could have been screened through this program and have had his life saved.
A lot of kids don't get the routine EKG, and while an EKG is a very non-specific type of screening, it actually can tell us a lot. And so especially for children who are athletes or who are doing a lot of physical activity, it's very important for us to know if there's any underlying cardiac issues that could be prevented. And that screening EKG, while it doesn't pick up everything, it does provide us sort of a gateway to say, hey, there's maybe a small abnormality, maybe there's a big abnormality. We need to follow up, and helps them to, talk to their physician and decide what follow-up is needed and make sure that nothing bad happens to them, because these kids are our future. They're the future of our county, of our society, and we want to keep them as healthy as possible.
Rhythm of Our Youth was an idea I had actually about 24 years ago. My best friend's son had passed away from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is one of the things that we screen for. And I had looked up to see if there were any programs out there, and I found the one that we actually modeled our program after. So I went and volunteered at that program to see how it was run and what they do, and I just kept asking every manager I got if we could get it going, and finally we did. An EKG is something that takes about 5 minutes. The students will come in, do their registration, and then we actually have like an entire clinic set up. So they're in a very private cubicle, and they come in, they lie down on the table, they just have to raise their shirt, and we apply 10 stickers, and then the wires are attached to the sticker. It's not painful at all. That's probably the kid's biggest fear, is that there's going to be pain involved. And it's totally pain-free, takes less than 5 minutes. And once they're done, they're done. And then we have a cardiologist look at the EKGs as soon as we finish them. And then if we find any abnormals, their parents will be notified on the day of the screening. If they're not notified, then they can assume it's normal.
I'm a volunteer here at the hospital, and Rui has always been one of my loves. So I like working with young people, and I think I've attended all of them except maybe 2. And we're, almost close to 10,000 kids that we've run through. Yes. So role is a volunteer right now. I'm a data inputter in the computer, and I work with these girls, and they're absolutely fantastic. It's volunteering at this program is probably the most rewarding one I've ever worked with. These young people are amazing. Brings up your hopes for our youth, and it's just rewarding.
I think one of the best parts about the Rhythm of the Youth screening for our Seneca High School students is that Seneca is a rural community. In the village of Seneca with 2,300 people, our access to healthcare opportunities aren't the same as they may be in a Naperville or Shorewood area. Having the opportunity that volunteers and pledge drives and fundraising brings to bring this to Seneca High School at a free service for our kids is just paramount for great opportunities for Seneca High School students. Anytime you speak of being a school leader in a rural community, opportunities sometimes aren't there that might be for some of our peers in larger urban areas. Having the ability to offer this in our gymnasium, in our hallways for our students is a great opportunity that speaks to great service that not only Morris Hospital, but the whole Rhythm of the Youth program and your donors and fundraisers have done to benefit places like Seneca High School.
I do believe that this is a service that we are providing, that we're taking out into the community, and that they may not have access to normal. I think the biggest barrier is just getting our message out there, the importance of participating in the screening. You know, you always hear it's free, so there's got to be a catch to it, right? So there's always skepticism about, am I really getting that for free, or is this true? So I think that there's that feeling of, concern possibly about what's next. Or is it going, do I have to see their physician? Do I have to go to Morris Hospital for my further testing, that kind of thing? What's the catch? There is no catch.
I love being able to do the EKGs. It's fun talking to the kids. It's fun even when you're only with them for about 5 minutes. You can kind of get a little bit of a relationship with them. The first thing we always tell them is it's not going to hurt at all, because some of them are a little worried that maybe they're going to be electrocuted. The biggest pain that there is in the entire process is pulling the stickers off. Other than that, there's no pain at all. We're just attaching stickers to them, attaching clips to the stickers, and running the machine. The kids feel nothing. It's explained to them while they're laying there what we're doing, that we're looking for the rhythms in their hearts, and they're very appreciative. They're nervous at first, and the more we kind of explain what's going on, the more comfortable they are. It's one of the most active times of their life, and it's also, I think, the time of life when we don't necessarily worry so much about their health, and yet this could be something hidden inside, lurking there, that we could do something about to give them the rest of their life.
Caleb was what we thought was a healthy freshman. He was in the marching band. He liked to play video games. He was out bicycling with his friends. He was the typical teenage boy. And I never would have thought that December 4th of 2001 would have turned into my worst nightmare. We do not want to have to imagine losing a child, but that's my everyday, because we didn't have our EKG screen. When we get those EKGs done, we find out that, there is no arrhythmia. You get a letter in the mail, and it says, everything's great. But if there's something wrong seen in the EKG, you find out that day, which makes you nervous. But the ultimate outcome that could be is well worth a little bit of worry at the beginning. I guess my best way to put it about the fear of getting an EKG screening and not knowing that there's something wrong with your child, or having the philosophy, if it's not broken, don't fix it, that one day it could break, and ignorance isn't always bliss. And you love your child so much that you never want to see them hurt or gone. And the screening could really prevent that from happening. Taking a pill or getting an ultrasound of their heart is a much simpler process than trying to plan a funeral and picking out their headstone.